forgot about that. But I said it was gonna be a good battle. I didn't say he was gonna lose, but
Nah, A Ward is going to lose. That is going to happen. But yeah, I got Holmesy 2-1. Holmesy, I don't know what it is. When he be battling these Jesus niggas, he be going crazy,
Pastor Cavarcier, yikes.
crazy. So yeah, I got Holmesy 2-1. But that card, it's alright. It's alright for like Jay. This is still his like first year with that league, right?
I think so.
Him and Danny battled on that. Him and Danny battled on the league last year. So like this, if you want to say his first full year of like
Yeah,
running, then
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. For his first full year, honestly, this is a very high card. So I'm glad to see him being successful with this league, and I hope to see more.
It just sucks on everything. Oh yeah, it's I got footage dropping for the card. Shot to set up. I think we can I think we can use some of these matchups on the leaderboard. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Holmesy versus
For
A
Jay
Ward
Hunt,
matchup.
facts.
Yeah, let's
Jay
do it.
versus. I feel like, are we all gonna have Av though in the
Yeah. I
final?
mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Holmesy and
Yeah,
A Ward good,
yeah.
but the rest of this card is not. I don't see us disagreeing. Like I ain't Danny Myers and no solo.
yeah. I would hope not. I would hope not.
I hope Jay do good though. I mean,
So
Jay
you
beat Danny
only
debatably.
Holmesy and A Ward then.
So, but yeah, it would just be Holmesy and A Ward. I think.
I mean, if you want to have a little fun, you could do Jay and Ab.
But everybody's gonna pick Av though. No one's gonna pick
Yep.
Jay. And this
I
is why
mean,
we don't have everything on leaderboard.
I think Holmes and Ward's the way to go. I think that's going to be the interesting one.
yeah.
Mm. What else we got? So 40 and John. Chef Clips,
Yep.
Holmesy, Ward. What else we
Shit,
got?
easy called out Tay-Rock. If that's
That's what it is. Let's get to that.
I mean, that would make sense going forward. He's going to keep battling top tier opponents, but I think it just became a whole lot more interesting of a matchup than it has been before.
If Easy and Rock happens before the year is out, I'm sure it won't. But if it does, would y'all want to do a compendium for that?
I'm not mad at that. Have we? When was it? Like I think outside of, I think we did Swamp and Tay Rock for compendium. I don't know if we've done another compendium for Tay Rock since then.
Tay-Rock and Av.
We did do Av. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We did do that one. I wouldn't be mad at that though. I think that again, I think it'll just show that someone can be a little bit more well balanced, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a favorite in the battle, But I would be interested in that battle happening this year, especially for Easy, because I don't want Easy to not battle for the rest of the year. Like I think it would be a mistake to not battle for the rest of the year. Like I know he's already kind of eligible. He already has his 4, and typically he has his 4 by the month of October, November. But I think that he needs to battle before the year is out.
No, he definitely needs to because the narrative that's going to be said is that he took a bad L and shook. Whether it's true or not, that's going to be like if the last time we see him is versus Geechee,
And
that's
him,
not a good
Rock,
look.
and K.
He needs to give us
Him,
one
Rock, and
more show.
K are all kind of possibly talked about battling each other. You know what I'm saying? Like K and Easy got the whole little thing going back and forth, maybe in the talk about we'll battle in December, Cody or whatever. Then you got K and Rock have exchanged some words, and then now you got Rock and Easy. So hopefully, when you have 3 people that are that prevalent to what's going on in the game right now, we could hopefully at least get one of those battles before the year's out, because all of them would be important for separate reasons. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think Easy need one more.
If his next battle, if Easy's next battle goes back to the legends, the older tier legends, how we feel about that? Like if he go from Geechee to can't even think. Well, Mook wouldn't be a bad look or something. Like if he goes from if this next battle Sirius Jones, let's just say it is.
Not no Arsenal. Respectfully, I want to see him versus, and I don't go with the whole he's only he's bad or gets beat against new era cats, because some of them don't even
But they're gonna do
I'm
that.
talking
though.
for us because I'm just saying the way that we look at it though. I don't buy into that. But with that being said, as time has went on, at first I thought okay, Rex Big T, he had a couple that could be kind of perceived as a little bit of like, all right, he's kind of walking into a win here. Now this year he took Diz and Reed. Like there has been a little more lean in that direction. I hope it's Rock, and Rock is a vet that's been here for a while too. I can't even say Rock is no modern era guy, but I hope it's a Rock, a Big K, you know what I'm saying, a Twerk, something along those lines. I don't want him to go back to being an 80-20 favorite against someone that we know struggles with like modern content, because that wouldn't be a good look right now. And that's
Mm-hmm.
truthfully what people would talk about.
So what if the next battle is Easy versus Mook? You still feel the same way,
I mean,
Shmo?
listen, it will be a big look, but they're not even
It's not gonna be.
talking about that. Last time,
It's
I
I
not
mean,
gonna
Mook
really
be.
talked
do.
about.
We're talking about for this year. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
Mook
happen.
talk about
Oh,
Mook
for
will be
sure.
battling on URL, obviously, and I don't. That's not the fight we're looking for. At one point in time, it was, but we looking for him versus Rock, him versus Twerk, like someone that can match him in some categories. Not like,
Rock.
oh, Mook can beat him if we put it here on this day with these fans. Like, nah, we want to see like real, just regular good ass battles. And he's got way too many to line up to turn around and book Mook or
Gotta be Tay
Arsenal.
Rock next, man.
You said what about Tay Rock?
It gotta be Tay Rock next, man.
And I got him beaten. I think I got him beaten Tay Rock,
Nah,
to be
I
honest
got him
with
being Tay
you.
Rock also.
I don't.
But it's
nah,
gotten a lot tougher.
not
I've been
I
really.
got
more
him being
confident
Rock.
in this answer before
Mm-hmm.
recently. But
Where does him and Rock happen though? Because
It's
Rock
not going to
not
be
gonna
on
take that battle on
GTX.
Chrome,
Unless you are.
It's not
and
going to be on
Easy not gonna
GTX.
take it on URL.
I,
So now
I
where
think we got
we
a
at?
better chance than boss on that battle happened on Chrome. Only reason I say that, though, sister, because Rick Rock said he got to call Beasley and Smack. So by him saying that, that kind of tells me that, okay, is he willing to come to Chrome? Because, Easy might not come over there. You know what I mean? So that.
Listen, I
Uh-uh.
think
I
he can go to
mean,
Chrome, but they gotta promote this battle, bro. Like if it's T-Rock versus Easy, they gotta do what they did with Hitman and Easy, bro. Like so you can sell some tickets, you can pack out a venue. Like Ichigati versus Easy didn't make the amount of money that it should have. So
That's a
when
fact.
you book it, go all out.
But
yeah.
Do
that's
a
what I'm
media run
saying.
with all
It
these
paints
dudes.
a it paint. I'm just keeping it a book, man. Call me bad guy, whatever the case may be. But it looks a certain way. It would make me personally me hesitant to send any battler over to Chrome to battle Easy because there's too much control on that side. The owner of that
I
platform
would
gets to determine how much promo the card gets, what city the card is in. She slanted everything in Easy's favor, and Geechee still came out with the dub. So salute to him, but it's too much power on that side of the seesaw. No, we gotta level the playing field some kind of way. So I would not suggest Rock or Twerk go over there and battle. It puts too much power on that end. I'm just keeping it a buck.
damn. I wasn't even paying
I'm
attention,
not
man.
mad at her saying that at all. I get her saying that.
I mean, I prefer the Big K battle next just because I feel like towards the end of the year, it's an obvious battle, and I feel like when it comes to angles, when it comes to everything that we want to see from a battle, I think him and Big K should be the next battle. But I'm not mad at Rock. I'm definitely not mad at Twerk battle. How do y'all feel about Big K and Twerk calling each other out?
I got Twerk with like, yeah, clear blackjack, possible gentlemen.
That's risky.
I don't know
I
about
don't got
that.
it clear, but I will say it
That's
would
so
be
risky, dog.
stylistically off of what K does. I feel like Twerk would be one of the harder, maybe the hardest matchup he's had in a minute, just purely off of the fact that with K, what he's been doing really angling people down, but he punches a lot. Like he just writes better shit than a lot of the people he's battled recently. Like Rex, Ill, Mook don't have the wordplay creativity to keep up with him like that, but he can match them in the rapping, and he kind of out Ward too. I can't go in there and confidently say he just gonna have better punches than Twerk. Like just off of creativity and saying fire,
But
creative battle rap shit. I ain't saying he gonna get washed neither, but it's going to be a different type of haymaker he'd have to stand in front of. Out of all the matchups that he's got, the Twerk, Easy, and Rock, I think Twerk could be the hardest for K. I might have Twerk 2-1 if I had to predict that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if Big K and Easy get booked, everybody gonna call it the battle for Cody. You already know it, Black. That's gonna be like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
It's,
that's what they did to Geechee and K
And
Shine
even
that
and
one
even
year.
Chilla and
Everybody
Vito,
gonna
I
like,
have
oh,
that
this is
noise around it a little bit. That's just naturally how,
yep.
but that's good competition. Like even if it don't determine it at the end of the day, because it really don't. It's still good to to have the people that have battled the best that year battle. It's the best battle in the best. That's sports. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah,
exactly how that should be going down,
Do you,
regardless if it actually affects
do you
Cody or
think
not.
they still? Do you think they have the same sentiments after the Geechee battle? Do you think that plays a factor into?
Well,
Big K versus
I
Easy.
seen Big K post something after the Geechee battle, pretty much pertaining to like they found out you weren't special and all this other stuff, and then now you got to wait your turn or something like that. I don't know. So hopefully Big K is still willing to take Easy because I still am very interested in that battle. But I mean, honestly, I think any battle Easy takes next is going to be a huge deal. Honestly,
It probably wouldn't have the same noise as it once did, but it would still be by far, I think, the toughest opponent that K's taken this year. Like we all still very much so recognize Easy as one of the best in the world, even after taking that loss. So it wouldn't have if Easy wins, it would make things interesting. Would kind of be like the talk going into it, but I still think people will be hyped for that battle going down. I don't think just because he lost, they
Did,
don't want that battle.
did y'all see Easy on Verb Show today, this morning?
I
Yeah, I
did
think
not.
he
What
was
he
Yeah,
on
I
want
there
to
a little
say?
saw.
bit. I saw it.
We only have a
Took a
couple
little
minutes
something.
ago. Yeah, he said he won Tay Rock though.
Tay Rock
I'm
said he
actually
busy, man.
happy that he's talking like that. That's what you're saying. So he didn't really spend too much time on Geechee.
He
He's
didn't
just saying
spend too
what
much
he
time on
saw on
anything. He
Tay-Rock.
really only
Yeah,
talked
he
for a
said
couple
that was
minutes, but he
yeah,
basically
yeah,
pulled up. He said, "Oh,
Nah,
I
yeah, he was
expected
in and
this,"
out for
and
sure.
then he called out Tay Rock and went about his
yeah.
day.
Because if I was Verb, I'd have 50 million questions, but whatever.
Salute to Verb for getting him to pop
Mm,
up. Don't do that, 3.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Oh,
mm.
okay.
Press him a little bit.
Shut
Press
up,
him a little
3.
bit. Press him a little bit, dog. You gotta
Why?
press him a little bit. All right, the boss, you gotta
Why?
press
Verb
him.
not battle rap.
Why
Verb
are
not battle
you
rap
got to?
media. He don't. That's not
But
his
you,
He
job.
that's
is
his
though.
Cause
job.
you
You bring
acting
that
like
man
it.
upstairs. You gotta ask him
Y'all
questions.
be trying to make people something they not. Verb is not battle rap media.
He's a blog.
But
He's
he
a
be
blogger. He's
acting
a
like
blogger.
it though.
He's
You
a
know that.
blogger.
Right. Right. So as a blogger, that's not his job. Is not to press
All right.
Easy
You
on
all right?
anything that he
The
don't
boss.
want
Let me
to.
ask you a question. You're a smart woman, baby girl. So ask her a few questions. Is pressing
Maybe
though, baby? If you ask her a few questions, though. All
you
right, my
use
bad.
the word
So I
pressing, not
apologize,
me.
the boss. All right. How about ask her a few questions?
Oh,
Can I
boss,
say
I'm
that?
just using your
My bad. Can
terminology.
I? So let me get rid of that verbiage. Can he ask a few questions that the coach might want to know?
He absolutely can, but he cannot also.
Oh Lord, this St. Louis thing y'all got going on over here, man. Jesus Christ, man. I can't. I
Man,
can't
this
with you.
little St. Louis
Boss, I
thing,
love you, but I
man.
can't with you, baby. I can't with you.
I'm just saying, man. He cannot. I don't think he's wrong for doing it. He's also not wrong for not doing it.
Asking a few questions that doesn't hurt him.
Well,
That's all it
I
doesn't
will
hurt.
say,
It doesn't
Easy
hurt.
said up there though that he kind of was gonna go more into it on his live. Will there be a live? We don't know. We don't
Right.
know. But he did say that he would want to do it under, which I would understand. I mean, that's just the way that he's
I have
moved.
a
He wants to
problem with
address.
that.
He wants to address it under his own channel. You know what I'm saying? His own
See,
space. So
I don't mind. I don't have a problem with battle rappers doing that. But y'all don't got. They don't have the person that asks them certain questions, lead up questions. To when you say certain things, there's certain things you can push back on, and when they, I just think it's the easy way out sometimes. No pun intended. When battle rappers do that.
that's why they do it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I got 50 questions though. I was gonna keep it real with y'all.
I say this.
I got a lot of questions,
And
man.
you ain't wrong for it.
Oh, all right, 3. Okay, 3. So what you would have asked him, 3?
I'll
What you
save
would
it if
have
it
asked him?
happens. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I'll save it if it happens. I'm just gonna throw out hope out there. Hopefully it happens. Mhm.
Now, if he come on
He
your
probably not. He
platform
probably
and you
not.
ain't
He
you
probably not.
don't ask the
He's
hard
probably not.
questions, I'm gonna be
Oh, you
all
ain't gotta
over
worry
you.
about that, baby. I got questions galore.
What do you think the hard questions is?
Hmm?
Whatever 3 feel like Verb should have said.
It's the approach, everything, a lot of questions. So,
Mhm.
But see, I would say this too to actually defend Verb. It's like sometimes what's the point of asking a hard question if you know he's not gonna answer it?
still ask. I don't.
Facts.
Nah, Black. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Black.
I'm
We're not
just
doing that,
saying.
Black. Black. We're not doing
So
that.
you just
Why
asking
waste
the question
time?
and say you don't
Black.
ask the question,
Come on,
but you
man.
know in your heart of hearts you're
I
not
hate
gonna
when
ask the
Black
question.
does this shit,
I
man.
seen this. I seen this chick. With Sierra doing an interview, and she said something about, "Oh, how is it parenting with Future?" She just laughed it off. She just laughed it off. Like, why you asking me that? I think that's right. So it's like you know what question to ask and what not to ask.
You ain't gotta ask
You know
nothing
what I'm saying?
personal
So,
about nothing personal, but how you feel. How you feel
listen,
about the
I
general
didn't see. I didn't
consensus
see the
saying you
interview. I
finally
didn't
lost a
see it.
battle, little shit like that.
Okay,
You feel
I'm not
me?
mad at that.
He did admit that he said
He
that
gonna
he
say
lost the
he said
consensus.
that. He said he disagreed. He said the consensus got me losing, so all right, cool. But I feel like I won 2-1.
But still, the consensus is the consensus, and I would ask, how does that motivate him going into his next battle? What does he feel like his approach should change with the next battle? Does he feel like his approach should change? It's just different little small things,
Yeah, small thing. That's all it is. Small thing.
I'd have asked him
Also,
why
it's
he ain't get
Malaki
back
too,
to that.
bro.
What was he
A lot of
saying to
y'all about to
Remy?
lose jobs too.
You see,
That's
y'all
neither
saying
here
the
nor
hard
there.
questions, and y'all ain't even got no hard questions
I
for
got it
real.
written
I'd have
down
been
though.
like, when you said Remy, we gonna get back to that.
You're not
What was
gonna
you
That's
gonna
answer
get
that.
back
written
to,
down though.
and why you
I
ain't
got
get
that
back
question
to
though,
it?
baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got that question.
I just respect people's space and their position. Like I know he's not gonna answer that. What's the point? Don't ask him that.
Man, like,
Well, no, I agree
Yeah,
with
because
you, Black,
if
but
he
I'm
didn't
just
speak on it in
saying,
the
y'all
battle,
saying
what he
the
gonna
hard
speak on
questions.
for?
Them ain't hard questions y'all
no,
just named.
but the
Them
boss,
regular.
nobody gonna put it out there on Front Street. They got it on the tuck. They got a question to the tuck though, baby. That's all.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you three. He low key need to do that podcast Rosenberg Raw again to
With
address
who?
this.
With whom? With
That's
whom?
the way he need Rosenberg Raw.
Mm.
No, 'cause look. Here's and this is no disrespect to either one of them. What I'm saying is the world's watching right now. So when they see Geechee and you battle, it's everywhere. So the eyes are on you. Your next live got to be precise and pristine, and you got to word things carefully. So I'm saying when he addressed Pap's situation with Raw, like that was a nice sit down. It looked good. Like the way he was talking, it was addressed in a good way that was beneficial to him. So I'm saying it's not, you can't freestyle this. You can't just question this. He has to make a statement, low key. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Mm.
right now he's having a generational crash out, so I don't know when he's gonna get to that.
A generational crash out is hilarious.
I don't think he having a
Yep.
crash out.
Crash
Like
I
out.
don't think so
Crash
either.
out. That's
Jeremiah
a better word,
Waller.
Chuck. Crash out.
I think his the fans are. That's not him. Like he's not attacking me. He ain't saying that bad on me yet. I don't think.
He adding to it, but his
My
fans.
comment section. Why do you have Geechee on your channel? What,
Wait, hold on. Somebody told you that?
bro? Free. I deleted like three,
Yo,
four
these
people, bro.
fans is crazy.
I got another person in my comments. Yeah, why you didn't go to the event, bro? What's it got to do with this battle? Like, what difference? Like, what are you talking about? Bro, I'm telling you, it's weird.
Stupid
It's
shit too.
weird.
Too black. Don't feel bad.
That is how a lot of battle rappers got a crazy like fan base like that almost will never, man. And that goes for those people today that'll tell you that goddamn Arsenal be Hitman. I mean, it's some fan bases that don't let shit go. And
No,
it
that's not
not
a
hey, shit.
possible.
Arsenal don't let it go.
Some people that
His
will
I
lie.
bet you we get Antonio in this
You know,
motherfucker. He gonna start arguing. Like that's just how the
God.
shit go though. So I think it just shows that Easy's fan base and the way he carries himself. He really is a true superstar. But Verb had a tweet earlier today, which I actually loved. He was talking about what makes you a king. Everybody lose. Everybody lost even a few times. But what makes you really great is what's the run after that.
The bounce back.
Does he go and have two
Yep.
classics, two clear? You know what I'm saying? Does he follow this by? Yeah, because he could lose. He could lose. Some of our favorites have lost 8 to 10 battles in their career, clear. But they're the greats for a reason. So I hope that he bounces back. It doesn't have to be a 15 battle win streak like fucking all over again. But I need the next 2 or 3 to look great.
Nah, if he bounce back on the next one, he'll be all right. Hopefully, what he takes from this one is one, the angle not going nowhere. Partially because angles don't go nowhere in battle rap. The other part of that is that he didn't address it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he takes from this a better way to counter right for these particular angles. You know what I'm saying? But I still, like I said, I still think he one of the best doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he
Absolutely.
wasn't a bad easy. He just didn't have the right strategy. He wasn't a bad easy at all. So it's just like next battle. Now what we doing? Let's don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't take an easy one. Get back in there with another juggernaut,
hey, Rock,
another real fight,
hey, Rock.
and make it happen.
I seen them back and forth with QB. Don't even do that like that.
Man, don't piss me off on this phone,
With who?
man.
Don't even
The
do
back
that.
and forth with
With
who?
who, nigga? What you just say?
QB Black
No,
Diamond.
Oh
no.
You
God.
better be talking about a real quarterback in the
Yeah,
NFL.
I was hoping so.
So let's not do that one at all.
Like
We're not
somebody
doing
else.
that.
We need Tay
That was
Rock,
after the Big
Big
K
K.
tweet. Big K said, "Can we get in
J Rock.
December?" He said, "QB, what you up to?" I don't like that at all. I'm not a
Oh
fan
J
of
Rock,
that
J
God.
at
Rock said
all.
that he
That
got to
that
get another streak though. I
that
didn't like that.
scares me.
No, I think that was low key. I don't know if he cares about this, but I think he does. I think that was like champion your stat pattern. It's just strategy. That's all. I ain't mad at it. But it's like now after the Gishi battle, you can't go to that one. Now you gotta go to Tay
Yeah, nah,
Rock.
like
You got
If you first of all, if you go
don't go
battle a
running
female,
eyes.
if you are going to battle a female and you go to QB instead of Miss Hustle, it looks like you ducking.
They're never gonna battle
you
each
don't
other.
you don't
That's
you
never
don't
gonna
battle
happen.
Miss
It's
Hustle
never
right
gonna
here,
happen.
bro. You do
He
not
has
battle Hustle
personal
here, bro.
quarrels with
I
Miss
don't
Hustle.
care. If you choose to battle
You
a
do not.
female, I would rather see him
I would
versus
not
Hustle,
battle Hustle right.
Hart. Like he got other things
Hustle,
to go to QB. What?
Hustle's the
Why?
one though, but I don't think they'll ever battle each other.
Nah.
We got Hustle and Rock. There was a point in time where we never thought we
Oh,
was gonna get
Yeah,
Hustle
it's
and Rock.
on. I promise you, it ain't
let's
gonna
wait
happen.
3 years then. Let's wait 3 years. Let's wait 3 years.
You said what, Black?
You said we got Hustle and Rock. What I'm saying is we got Hustle and Rock like 3 years
We
late.
got it
So
more
let's
than we
wait
got
three
it
Yeah,
more
I
years.
than
don't
3 years
get easy,
late.
man.
I don't
Yeah, you're
graduated
right.
college in all the
I
time that I
don't
was
get
waiting for Hustle and Rock.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that
it'll
strong
be a minute.
animosity over
So
there, man.
so about 4 or 5 years from now, we'll get it to Boston. That's be cool when things cool
Yep,
down. But
yep,
right now,
yep,
oh, it's
yep.
hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
hot.
too
It's
hot.
way too
It's
hot.
too
The
hot.
block is way too hot.
Yeah, but taking QB is out of pocket.
Listen, Rock
As a
and
bar.
Easy both coming off losses, so it makes sense. You feel me?
I don't know football, but that's how I really should be a battle rapper, Schmo. I
Mm-mm.
gotta make my debut, man. Soon as Jackie J make his debut, I'm gonna make mine. We're gonna be on the same card.
Shout out to those brothers.
I'm not gonna lie, like if you if you make the card between you and John on the champion on like the champion platform, I'll open up the card. Like
Really?
no, I'm not joking.
Yo, we
I'll
gonna
open
get
up the
Lang versus
card. You
Suge.
can book me. I
You
knew
hear
you
me?
were gonna
I
say
got
that.
smoke with a
Let's do
couple
it.
battle rappers, so I'm
I don't
telling you,
know
we could
about
make it
actually.
a whole exec card. Black
Yeah,
was
we can make
good.
it a whole exact card. All the battle rappers that have quarrels with us, we could just battle them. In a one
Yep.
round. I ain't doing no 3 round battle. I ain't doing no 3 round battle. I'll do a 1 rounder though. I got a little bit of stuff in the tuck from my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
Y'all never see that footage, but I'm saying I'll
You
do
and
it.
Suge, yeah. I like it.
I don't want to battle. I'm cool with
Nah, man,
Suge.
I
I don't
got a
want
little
to
grudge
battle.
there.
I'm cool
You
with
and Suge,
Suge.
brother.
He got a grudge with me. I don't have a grudge
I
with him.
grudge you,
We can
bro.
battle
Hey.
though. We can battle though. If the money right.
Man, set it up, Black. Me versus
No,
my
the
verse,
boss and
man.
Yoshi. Fuck that. We doing the boss and Yoshi.
I don't have no
Yeah,
smoke with
okay.
Yoshi.
Okay.
So the boss and
Oh my
Yoshi.
God!
Let me
I
write
said
that down.
I predicted
We
her to
got the
lose
boss
to
versus
40.
Yoshi. Lang versus
Y'all trying to make me
Nah,
Suge.
have
we
smoke
not
with this
doing
girl or
Lang
something.
versus Suge. J Schmo versus Geechee.
Yeah.
You got
Nah,
J
just,
Schmo versus
just
Jay
Geechee.
Smo
no,
and
no, no,
Geechee is
no.
They
wild.
said I
That's
don't be
No,
crazy.
listening.
no, no,
That's
no,
gonna
Me,
open the
me,
battle.
me,
no,
me,
no, no,
Jay
no.
Smo and
me,
Geechee is
hey,
wild.
me and John, or me and Hollow, me and Cortez, all three niggas I hate. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Like,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Then we gonna book we gonna book 3 Letterman and O-Red.
that's gonna be great. It's gonna
I
be
just
great.
realized Black said me versus Geechee. You trying to get me killed,
Yeah,
bro?
that's
That is
crazy.
wild.
Hey, listen, man. I wear glasses. You wear glasses too. I feel like we took
Yeah,
that
Dan, we don't know
personal, man.
shit, man.
We
I'm only
took
That's
that
crazy.
personal.
I'm
France
only
and
signing the
Verb.
contract
France
if
and
it's in
Verb. I
small
like
print
France
though.
and Verb. I like that. I
France
love it.
and Verb
I
would be
love it.
crazy.
France and Verb.
France
It would be
2-1.
crazy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, France 3-0, man.
First, like I got the audio.
We got the five.
I got the audio. You said I know what you said, but here's what you said. I know what you're saying, but here's what you said. Like,
I'm only signing the contract if it's in a small room and if it's a 1 rounder.
say less.
And then like
What
my
y'all think about Shayna and Miss Hustle?
I'm
fire
fucking with
back.
that, the
Like
boss.
that.
I'm fucking
I
with
like
that,
that. I
sister.
like
I
that.
like that.
But where is it gonna happen then?
I like that battle.
Oh,
Oh, it's no
interesting.
place like
Why
Chrome.
that's not a URL battle, Black?
Huh?
No, that
Why that can't happen on URL?
I'm,
We might got another ladies volume coming up, or it might be able to throw that on one of the other
I'm just
volumes.
I got confused for a second because I know
I need
Shayna
that
just
for a
battled on
second.
Chrome twice back to back, so I'm thinking okay, but I know she can move around.
Yeah, she could pull up
I know Miss Hustle
with
not
Smack
allowed
and
on
Because I
there.
know
Beasley.
C3 called out Hustle too, but obviously, if you look at those performances, Shayna got the glow right now. I love everything. Since
well,
Yeah,
hustle,
Shayna
I'd
been
rather
back,
see
I
Shayna and
love
Hustle.
everything that she done. Like every time I watch her rap, I'm just like, yo,
hustle.
Yeah,
wait, this is like incredible. Like, not that I wouldn't expect it from her, but it's just been like really every round. You expect just natural drop offs, but I feel like, even her material for Tori, even though Tori fucking assassinated that footage, she was kicking Tori Doe's ass. Like them rounds were fire. So,
that's a fact.
she could give Hustle problems. Hustle could give her problems too. But that's like a
Absolutely.
dangerous ass battle. You feel what I'm saying? Like you'd have to really sit down and think about that
That's
before
a
you
fact.
call a winner on it. And that's the battles that we want.
Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I got hustle. I don't got to sit down and
Oh,
think
just
about it. I got
clear? I
hustle,
don't
but
know, man.
I got
Shayna 2-1.
no. I got
Shayna.
hustle in a really great battle though. It's a really great battle, but I got hustle. If we can't get Jazz and hustle, then I think hustle should take Shayna for sure.
Yeah, I know. Hustle called out C3 on after she got off the stage with Capo, but I'm not mad at her versus C3 or Shayna. Probably leaning towards more the Shayna battle, just because
Hmm.
like they're both really aggressive, can bark on each other or whatever. Yeah, I really like that battle, and I would even like if they do have a ladies' volume where it's like in a small room setting. Like I think that they both just like that would be a great battle.
Shayna be
Yeah,
looking
I like
comfortable
that.
though, man. She be looking comfortable.
If they do book Shayna and hustle, y'all down to do a compendium for that one?
That's one
Absolutely.
of I think the best battles that could be booked in female battle rap right now. I'd for sure be down to do that. I just didn't expect Shayna to be like she's so updated bar to bar. Like I know that she got the delivery and the rhyming down, but sometimes you get a
Not
little worried. You know what I'm saying? Like oh, and she not like perfect right, and it'd be a little bit of OBC like everyone, but her punches really be like
Right.
some up to date ass shit, man. This ain't just based on the rhyme pockets and the delivery. Like she's saying real content with
Nah,
it.
it's her charisma, her
She be looking
everything.
mad
Nah, Shayna
comfortable,
got the
yo. She looking
packet.
comfortable as fuck.
I ain't gonna lie. That Mitch McConnell bar was crazy.
Yeah, like clever, real clever writing. I was super like shot, and that got better over the last few battles. At that, like it wasn't fully like that versus QB, and then the last two you see the improvement, and that's what you want to see from any legends. If they're battling upwards, keep booking them. They getting better every battle. So
Yeah. Nah, I like that a lot. I like that battle a lot.
Let's see how her year's been so far. Because what she's had, Tori Doe. Who did she have before that?
Nothing this year, I don't think.
Yeah, because she
because
didn't. Because
QB goes
she
back to
couldn't.
the
She
end of
didn't
last
do the
year,
other part.
I believe. So
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't battle
Right.
in the
She
second round.
dipped on round two of the tournament, so she only did the first round versus QB.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that, it was Shice Raw, I believe. So yeah, I mean she got some work to do, but
and
her
Hustle need a
hustle is
battle
gonna
to
be a crazy
qualify
battle.
for. I think she's only got three rounders right now because I think she was.
Yeah, if I'm not
Hustle
mistaken.
already in there for Wody is a.
I
Oh, you
mean,
talking about
yeah,
for
like I'm
Cody?
just that's a very good point that you make. But yeah, thinking through the
Or
lens of
both.
that, because she was a super like early in the year, that first quarter, Miss Hustle was on fire. Obviously, she slowed down a bit. I know the low show battle didn't end up going down, but she fucks around against Shayna maybe one more. She's had a super impressive year to follow. A very super impressive year last year. So I know she's been a little bit more quiet, but Miss Hustle been having a wild past 2 years, man.
Shayna need one more for Cody, because hopefully they still count her versus Tori, because that wasn't her fault. So
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
ask
it
y'all a
was.
question? Are
Absolutely,
y'all looking
It
for,
wasn't a
yeah.
are y'all looking
battle.
forward to Nady and Ilmac?
100%.
Absolutely. We were
Oh,
just talking about
catch
that.
y'all on that.
We
We
just
just
the
said
thing about it is we just need shit talking. That's the thing about it. We need shit talking a while better than talking. When you don't get that, the excitement for it kind of just
I
fails a
got
little bit.
Ilmac coming on later today and shit. So
But
Oh, you got
I'm
Ilmac
definitely
coming on the
excited
show?
for it.
Who
I
yeah, I
you
got
gotta
got
Ilmac
watch
coming
winning?
on
that.
later. Yeah, I got Ilmac coming on.
Who you got winning? Three,
I
Ilmac
got
or
Nitty
Nitty?
2-1. But I fuck with
Okay.
Ilmac though. I fuck with Ilmac. I
I
I
I
fucking live.
I wonder. I wonder if everybody in the chat is gonna have Nitty.
I
I'm
got
not.
Cause,
Nitty 30.
I'm not
but
gonna lie, but
30.
Yeah, I
30
got
is
Nitty 30.
crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If all y'all niggas pick Nitty, y'all gonna force me to pick Ilmac. Cause y'all niggas gonna be in agreement too much. I don't like that.
nah, I ain't gonna
You so
front.
Ilmac is
silly.
dope though, man. Oh,
Ilmac against the top pins really be putting in work, man. Like even the top pins, top punchers. Like look at him versus B Magic, even though that's after B Magic's prime. But look at him versus Big K, JC, just all the other top pins. He's just really, really incredible, man. His track record is really great. And then Rum Nitty, man, like I just think that he has a way of like in those type of style clashes for whatever reason. It's like his style just never gets like I know people say like he's just a back to back puncher and all that. But when he goes into these style clashes, he typically has good performances, and the footage is really good. So I don't know, and it's going to be interesting because if I'm not mistaken, this is like the first blackout he's been on since like Tycoon Tax, and that was like
damn. Sheesh.
2013.
All right.
Oh, he ain't been on Blackout in a while. The last time he was on KOTD was 2019. So he's making his return. He's making his return to Toronto, and that's been a while. It's a big stage battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see how Ilmac, because they was loving him against Jin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see, the approaches that he takes against Rum Nitty, and I'm curious to see, what Rum Nitty does for the KOTD crowd, because he has a way of like he may not necessarily change his style, but he'll most definitely change his like content and the punches that he'll have pertaining to his audience. So I'm just overall curious about what they're going to bring to the battle. I think this battle's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that it's hard to bet against Nitty right now. I feel like he's just been battling that good. You look at what he just did on a back-to-back weekend span versus Ace on SM. So then going from the big stage from there, then you go into a small room versus Jazz, quite possibly the best female battle rapper of all time. And to have both of those, I personally had him win in both. I think the Jazz battle is a little bit more debatable. You know what I'm saying? Like much more debatable. But those are still two good results when you chop that out. And I feel like now you give him a whole month of prep leading up to Ilmac. What did he have? Like a month of clean prep leading up to A-Ward? That don't always mean you will get that performance, but when you give like great battle rappers that much time, like with no other battles coming up to kind of sit down and look at one battle, that's how you get the best performances. But Mac's style matches up well against him. Like all this stuff, I will say, even though Nitty punches through a lot of angles, he's got that style breakdown. A lot of the same tools Iron Solomon had when he went up against Nitty. That's a hard ass battle to predict. If Nitty 30'd him, I'd be shocked. That would have to be some whole other shit because I got this being debatable, no matter what.
And on, and on
Yep,
top of
I don't.
The boss,
that,
you
come on,
The
wow.
boss cold. That's just cold.
nah, on top
I love
of
that,
that, I feel
bro.
like
This shit is wild.
Illmac been watching Rum Nitty for a minute. If you guys pay attention to Watch Battle Live, you're gonna be watching all of his battles for years though. Like for years, been watching him. So something in me is just telling me like he has a plan. Like he has something to kind of like pick at in this battle. My only thing is like I'm trying to remember the last time Ilmac was on a big stage. I know it's still KOTD, right? So they're gonna be receptive to him regardless. But I'm curious outside of the Gen battle, right? I'm curious to see like how he's going to, approach the battle with it being on a bigger stage. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on a sizable stage, because we know that at this point in time, Rum Nitty just knows how to captivate an audience, 500 to 1,000 plus or whatever. So that's going to be another interesting thing, like how much of the stuff he's going to tap into against a sizable audience. So, but yeah, no, there's so many variables in this battle. Like that's why I can't call like a clear winner, nor can I call the battle as of right now. I still got to do like a little bit of a breakdown to kind of figure out who I would have winning.
Yeah, can I ask y'all a question? Kind of pertaining to this with
Shoot, bro.
so obviously like we talked a little about earlier, and we know that the Nitty and Lux noise is like pretty prevalent amongst people. I know that it's KOTD, different leagues, you know what I'm saying? Like I know there's gonna be people tuned in, but it's not gonna be like some of the other maybe bigger wins Rum has had. If Rum does go in there and clear Mac, do you think that helps the noise for that battle? Do you think that there's gonna be even more noise coming off of Jazz and Ace, and then you turn around and beat another legend? You know what I'm saying? That even though not everyone might not know, like be fully tapped into the body of work, but I feel like the noise even elevates a little bit from there because this is still a headliner battle, and people respect King of the Dot's name.
I mean, I would hope it does because Ilmac is clearly a legend, one of the greatest legends that we have. His return battle, but I don't think it does, especially on the URL side, just because it's a whole it's a whole different reality over there where people sometimes just don't think of, oh, this actually happened. This is actually a legendary moment, but they don't pay attention to that. So I would hope that it does, but I don't think it will.
I think if the battle is just great enough, it will mean something. Because I remember, what I'm saying, even though it's a different scenario, like I remember everybody like clamoring to watch when Clips battle Daylight on KOTD or whatever. I just think the battle has to just be great enough to kind of be, transcend just that pool of fans. You know what I'm saying? And I think it could be. I think both of these battles can have a great, because truthfully, if Iron and Rumney happens on KOTD, I think it'd just be just as great in my opinion. In my opinion, I may be wrong in that, but like I just feel like it just has to be a great battle for it to like kind of transcend that particular pool of fans.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hopefully. I mean, because I guess a lot of MCs from time to time says we either don't matter, we do matter, and I feel like the coverage we have over it as a culture helps. So my thing is, if Stay Forever didn't get that much coverage at all, what are you going to do a blackout where you can't predict? And you actually got to be tuned in to know what's going on. You think that's going to hinder anything?
No, it's definitely tough. People, I mean, I see
Yep.
people saying do a mix and match, but man, realistically, asking for fans, that's 20 fucking names, 22 names. We just gonna be mixing and matching 22 names. But that's the style of Blackout, though. It's an amazing event, but I do see when you're kind of returning to doing big events, it's a little tougher to do that. But some of those names, I mean, there's heavy names on there though. The card's not bogged down, so hopefully, like when it is announced, though, people get shocked by it.
Yeah, but I think they got the right head. Yeah, I think they got the right headliners. We gonna tune in if nothing else for Geechee and Nitty, and then hopefully we stumble upon a couple of the great battles in the process. But
I
this
just
Blackout 8, so they had to have anticipated that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And on top of that, like this has been in the making since before COVID happened. Because remember, after what I want to say after Town Business 2 in 2019, they were on the verge of having a major blackout event, and then COVID happened, and they couldn't do it. So I feel like they most there's I think there's people within like, the KOTD fan base that are looking forward, like really looking forward to a blackout event because this we haven't had a blackout shit since 2018, if I'm not mistaken, and that was a blackout slash massacre crossover event. So I think there's already going to be anticipation behind the battle. Now, in terms of the coverage, I do think there could be more coverage in that regard. It's just hard because situations where like I mean, truthfully, back then we only really got the title match as like the main headliner as the thing that's announced, and everything else was just random. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be hard to promote anyway because of the randomization of the matchups.
I think that they could have done a better job by announcing one match on this card, and I don't know why they didn't announce it. That's the only pushback I would have. It should not be a surprise battle for this one, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Three, what battle you talking about?
Chill,
Three,
chill out, sir. Relax, sir.
yeah.
Relax.
Ask you,
Relax.
That's too much information.
Relax,
I
sir.
can't.
Saying,
I don't, all his fans don't know everything. You're privileged.
get the fuck out of here, Black.
You talking about?
All
Huh?
fans
Yo,
is
I
don't
don't
let
crazy.
be
Black
knowing
fool y'all
everything,
at
bro.
all. Please do not let this man fool y'all, bro.
I have no
Woj
clue,
ass
man.
nigga over here, man. You better believe that shit.
I ain't gonna front this card almost made me get my passport. I still don't have my passport yet, and it's a damn shame. But I almost got my passport
I
when
might go.
Ilmac was announced. You said what?
Said I might go. I'm trying to let's see if we can work some business out or something. I might. It's the one I want to pull up to because again, I've never been to Toronto for an event. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be in the building for this. When Hollow the Don and Diz was announced, when it was a surprise battle, energy was through the roof, man. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And this was right before Hollow Battle Tay Rock, if I'm not mistaken.
I
So
believe so.
Man,
it was 20.
classic, man. Jesus. Whew.
To get that back to back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Hollow and Rock was so fire, bro. It's not even funny, man. Jesus Christ.
Luigi mustache.
Yeah. Now we did a video about like Tay Rock's like best second rounds, and I'm pretty sure we listed that as number one as like his best second round. Like you could probably say between that and his Ill Will second round, like those two are easily like his
And
best
Tay
second
Rock
rounds
two
he's
won
ever
clear
delivered.
over Hollow, respectfully.
That
Amazing
Yeah,
Ill
battle.
Will, I'm going Ill
Yeah.
Will first, though,
Go
man.
that
That
round.
second round with Ill Will is crazy. That shit's like
Nah,
legendary, man.
but yeah, it's a great battle though.
Yeah, very dope battle, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's just the time. You know what I'm saying? Normally when it goes over 3 hours, the boss starts talking about some crazy shit. So I think we should end it here.
Are you ready? We
No,
get
we're
our
not.
3 hour mark?
We ready to finish. We ready to be done.
Oh, okay. Say
Yeah.
the
Shout out to the
word.
boss, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the boss, man.
But again, appreciate everybody for listening. Shout out to everybody, all the executives. We will be back probably next week because we got some things that we got to discuss. Some things we got to in terms of resumes to get this 2K rating done. So if you care about those things and see how we do it, you know what I'm saying, pay attention and stay tuned for that. With that being said, Check out the interviews that we had. We just got Geechee Gotti pulled up. Sorry that I offended people for having Geechee Gotti on champion. Sorry I didn't say no to Geechee pull up the champion. I didn't know I was supposed to say no to him. That's so confusing to me. I never understand.
Man, we not sorry. We not sorry. We did what we
I just
did.
want to know. I was supposed to say no to him.
Hell no, nigga.
It's my. It's like 6 comments now, bro. I'm deleting people. Pardon me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand it. It's a little frustrating for me. Pardon me. But thank y'all for watching. Tune in to Champion of the Year. You can watch the video that I put out in terms of how we Champion of the Year from 2017 and now. I think I highlighted some good points in that. So please check it out. And also donate. The MCs receive all of it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Show Off in the chat. We got Show Off versus Calico video dropping. He pulled up. Got that in 4K. So that's going to be dropping. So I kind of want to save it for when his battle drop. But if ARP don't drop his battle soon, I'm just going to let that footage go. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop the, you know what I'm saying, the Show Off briefly breaks down the Head Ice battle till we get to Calico. Because I want to see that happen too. And Max Out 4.
Absolutely.
Max Out 4, we pushing for Show Off versus Calico. Let's make it happen. People want to see it. With all due respect. But with that being
I definitely want to see that.
Facts.
Yes.
The boss, I told Cal, what's up with Show Off? He like, Show. I'm like, come on, Cal. Don't
Cal
do
is
that,
going
bro.
to clear Show Off. But I ain't mad at the battle, though. I definitely ain't mad at the battle.
But Cal and
I
Show
want to see
happen,
Cal and Show Off. I want to see Cal and Swamp. Cal got a couple battles I want to see him in. I ain't okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't keep ducking that nitty battle, you may. I mean, maybe we can see that.
I'm not that excited about Cal and Nitty. I ain't gonna hold you. That wasn't one of the ones on my list.
Yeah, I ain't crazy about that.
Summer Madness. We ain't forget.
Why people going crazy about that battle too? Cal and Nitty. I ain't crazy about that
I
shit
don't
either.
know
But
what
then
that's
again,
about.
I wasn't crazy about Cal's on goods either. So let me shut the fuck up. So let me shut up.
Y'all gotta pick and choose. Do y'all want Cal and Nitty or Lux and Nitty? Man?
Both.
How about both?
Lux and Hitman. Lux and Hitman.
I don't want both.
Let us have nice things.
Lux and Nitty.
We want people that rap well to rap well against other
It
people
would
that
be
rap
it would be
well.
Lux and Nitty, though. Of course, there's no question.
So can I ask y'all a question? Y'all want Nitty to get Lux before Danny Myers?
Yes.
Yes.
Three,
Nah, y'all bugging.
Yeah.
three.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't. We was about to close it
Danny
up, and
Myers
3
first
gonna
in
get
the
us yelling.
conversation before Nitty.
You said Danny Myers. What?
Was
So
there a
what?
conversation with Danny first before Nitty?
Danny dropped a strange
I'm
diss
bugging.
He's
track.
trolling
I mean,
today.
there was a little bit of noise, but that's not compared to this actual demand culture wide for this matchup. I ain't mad at the matchup, but if we're comparing the noise for the two battles, it's not the same.
Nah. Small, I'm gonna say it.
And
I'm
let's see
mad at
what
that
Danny
matchup.
do with O
Let's not do
Solo
that.
first, man. Because if Danny
Really, the
lose to O
boss? That's what we doing?
Solo,
That's what we doing,
He
the
did a
boss?
Lux call out versus
yeah,
J2. But I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying it's the word
Danny
you
beat.
call people out, but let's not Danny just doing other shit.
like,
and salute to J2,
let's be
man.
serious.
J2 one of the better battle rappers. Y'all stop ducking him.
That is true. Shout out J2. But when it comes to you calling Lux out versus J2, that's a lot. I personally didn't feel right in my spirit about that. You shouldn't either. So let's not do
No, but it
that.
ain't no
Let's
bad
focus on
matchup. We
Lux.
don't gotta rag on it because it's not a bad matchup at all. It's not. It's just there's other
It
matchups
is.
that seem a little bit more driven in that moment. Because at the end of the day, we do this whole deserve, don't deserve. These are fucking Hall of Famers. Talk about deserve. These are just good matchups. It's just a matter of what makes sense. There ain't no question of deserving or anything like that. But we would just prefer Nitty and Lux over Danny and Lux. That's all.
Yeah, I don't even do word deserving. He should battle. Lux should battle Nitty. That's
In
not
a perfect
deserving.
world,
Lux,
Lux would
Nitty should
battle 4
rock.
times in a year and battle all these cats. But
Yeah,
instead we gotta wait
Nitty
years
was
at a
talking
time.
about.
So
So
can I ask y'all a question? With everything that happened, did y'all, particularly you, Schmo, but everybody else too, did your mind change? Do you still don't want to see Hitman and Lux? Did the promo, the spaces, the tweets, did the interactions change your mind at all or no?
I definitely want
I
to
mean,
see it.
here's my thing. I never thought it was a
It could
bad
happen.
battle. You know what I'm saying? I even said that in my original tweets about it. I still would prefer, for all the same reasons, I still prefer Nitty and Lux. But also at the end of the day, I just wanted people to kind of ask that. I didn't want the noise to get ignored because I think that's whack when it's so clear that the one battle is getting asked for. And at the end, but if he's gonna make this money play, if Hitman's the battle he wants, I don't not like it, but I hope he does both. That's all it is. Because if he does one and not the other,
I'm not mad at you.
if he does one and not the other of any kind, that shit would look weird to me. And I mean, he makes the decisions at the end of the day. He's the battler, but I see Mook battling twice in a year. I hope that I can get you to battle Hitman and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad
We've
battle.
never seen Lux like this though. We've never seen Lux the way he's coming to Hitman. I've never seen him talk like that. So it's like, damn, Lux, that's how you really feel? Like,
Yeah,
bro.
That's because Hitman one of them. Everybody swear he
I'm not
not, but
disputing
y'all
that.
ain't
Everybody
seen Lux
swear
act
he's
like that
not.
about
He's
nobody
Hitman
else.
Holla. Get the fuck out of man. He's a super
Yeah,
duper Hall of
Uh,
Famer, top 5 battle
no,
rapper.
yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah.
not you. No, not you, Schmo. But when they first started that exchange, the whole world was like, "Why would Hitman get Lux?" And this Lux said who he wanted.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not opposed to Hitman and Lux, but I'm tired of style clashes, man. Let Lux battle somebody that specializes in what he specializes in. Like that's my thing. Like I just want him to battle somebody because here's my thing, right? Lux is amazing, right? And there's no question in that. Like, it comes a point in time where like you just have to really test how great you are in comparison to somebody else that specializes in your compartment. Like, let's see what it looks like for Lux penmanship to be matched up against a Danny Myers or against a Rum Nitty or against whomever. Even though I'm over the battle, like it was interesting to see him versus Daylight because I want to see who raps better and who writes better. That's something I'm still interested in seeing. But I'm not opposed to him and Hitman because that's a mega matchup.
I
That's
just
not what
don't
I
want them to
want.
have a view
But
off. Respectfully. Like,
right,
and I'm
exactly.
not saying it's got to be
View
that
off.
way because they're both extremely talented, but the way that they've, well, granted with Lux, you don't get to see as much as Hitman who's been active, but Hitman's clearly leaned heavy into the accolade and legacy talk, and he's amazing at it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Is that going to be Lux's counter? Like, at least with Nitty and Lux, we know it's like Lux finally going against a writer. Like, I feel like that would bring the best out of Lux. He doesn't get to go against writers, so we don't get to see him do all that pen shit that people want to see him do. If him and Hitman battle, I just don't know what that conversation looks like because the truth is, it's just only been brought up because of a misunderstanding in the space. Like, and it's led to yelling and promos. How a lot of battles lead up, but it's not no crazy backstory there. So I need to be really, really convinced if they're going to go that way with it.
I'm
That
with you.
and then I also just feel like Lux if you just listen to how Lux talk about battle rap, like if you just watch him and the Geechee face off, or just the way he talks about battle rap in general, like he prioritized the writing, the penmanship, the craft of battle rap, right? So if he prioritized that, he doesn't care about the quote unquote the accolades or the aura or the theatrics behind everything else, then it seems counterproductive to pick somebody that brings all of that, if that makes sense. Like if you just really want to go back to like the essence and basic of just rapping and writing, why not battle a Rum Nitty like that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my only thing. Because if you listen to him talk and the way he kind of indirectly downplay the people that are more considered like the entertainment performance based guys, like it just doesn't make sense for you to battle those type of people. And you're saying that like you prioritize the other side.
I'm,
That's kind of confusing too.
I mean, we all know Lux, just like a lot of these other battle rappers, they're liars. Like Lux obviously hasn't been preserving. Oh, I want to battle the pins. I want to battle. I want to battle what's gonna have the best. Lyrics. He's lying. He just battled Geechee Gotti of all people. I mean, Geechee Gotti is a great rapper, but he doesn't preserve all that pin shit that he's talking about. So this battle getting talked about and getting brought up, it makes sense. I mean, I figure he wants a six figure contract. He wants the views. He wants this accolade, and I mean, I support it. It's not my number one battle. I'd rather him and Eddie, but I support it. It's just let's stay far away from that Danny Myers battle. Let's do that. I want that to happen.
I feel like Black was behind this all along, and we just don't know it.
Black was closing the show. We ended up having like one point, like turned into an argument. We kept going, but it's any of
No,
them
I'm
be
not
great.
saying.
Any of them be
Man,
great. We still stand on our points. You know what I'm saying? But any of them would be great matchups, though. Like we'll at the end of the day, even though we won't
We
say it,
got
we'll just
swap
be
top
happy to
for up.
see Lux outside. So that's all.
Yeah, listen, as Belovedhood CEO and director, I definitely want to see Lux outside and spend it twice in 6 months. I think we need that. Thinking that's we should have to pick. Why we got to pick?
What's going on?
On top of it, you collecting it back. Mr. Swamp, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, bro?
Yo,
It's popping, man.
Good, good, good.
did
South in the building.
I see Luke Castro, little goofy ass down there, quit running, boy.
Well, here we
Ah,
go.
what does that mean?
The
Explain
boy
that, brother.
scared of me, all of them.
Oh,
Oh, Lulu, you want to speak to this brother right now, or
Yeah, you want
what
to
you want
speak
to
to
do?
him,
Oh,
brothers?
We about to close the show.
You got a
I'm
little bit of sound.
pulling
he
up.
too busy. Come and give me lit.
That's hilarious.
Three, you about to say something, Three?
Did y'all see Mook? Or Mook said about his next opponent? Did you see what he said?
I've been in space this entire time. I ain't get to see nothing, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't get to see nothing that's going on, man.
Says something about they won't survive.
I hope he's battling somebody that I want him to battle. I hope his next battle is the person I hope it is, man.
Wait, who you want me to battle?
Twerk? That's what I want
Yeah,
to battle is Twerk?
that's what I want to see.
Shit. 2-1 Twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
That would be on
I
homecoming.
don't
You
know.
get Swamp and Luke Castro on that homecoming card too.
2-1 Swamp.
definitely. But that shit gonna be a 30. You see, he left.
Nah,
Oh,
he's still
he's
there.
still here. Oh, he left now. He left.
Play
Oh,
that shit.
damn.
Scared of
Oh,
me.
Swamp pulled up.
Oh,
Yo, that's crazy. Why he leave?
Shout out to Jay Black, bro. I appreciate you in the culture.
Salute, appreciate. Thank
Three.
you, sir.
Shout out to 3 too, man.
Yeah.
Them boys stand on business. Fuck them little bitches out there.